Well, hello. How's it going, man?
I'm doing alright.
You must be Nick.
I am.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too.
Thanks for waiting outside for me. I know it's quite a sacrifice in this blizzardy weather.
Good. I'm wearing lots of layers.
Man. We should be thankful though, shouldn't we? Check out all those pallets, man. That's a lot of pallets.
It is. It's quite a bit.
Are you just getting off work?
No, I just dropped my car off. I finished work at 1.
Okay. So you've been done for a while.
Yeah, I'm getting my car cleaned.
Okay.
I figured they said it was going to be an hour and a half, and then they changed it, said it's going to be 3 to 4. I'm like, oh, okay, so I might as well leave.
Ah, shoot.
Good.
What do you do for work, Nick?
I'm an electrician.
Cool.
I build panels and stuff that go into people's houses.
Okay, so like residential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except it's like plug and play for all the other electricians. They just build it all and they just put it in the wall and it's done.
Oh, I see. So you're like on the technical side.
Yeah, it's nice.
So you really know your stuff then.
I think so.
Sounds like it.
I think I do.
Did you fall into the trade of being an electrician, or did you choose it specifically?
I wanted to be a lawyer and I didn't have enough money to go to school for it.
Okay,
So this is the highest paying job aside from a plumber that I could find.
I see.
And nobody really wants to be a plumber. So.
Take on plumbing. I often do ask plumbers how they got into that trade.
They make really good money.
They do.
Plumbing and gas fitting, but it's because nobody else wants to do it. So
What's the biggest stigma with plumbing and gas fitting?
well, they say what goes downhill, so that's plumbing, and then gas fitting is super explosive and kind of silent killer. You can't usually smell it, and
Yeah,
it's pretty dangerous.
gotcha. Now, being an electrician also has its own sort of...
Yeah, you can get electrocuted, but it's kind of it. You only get electrocuted.
Got it.
Plumbing, you can like inhale toxic gases. You could get electrocuted if you're a plumber. You could blow yourself up, something like that.
So, is it the case that you can be an electrician and never get electrocuted?
If you're really careful,
Okay.
but usually people who get electrocuted is because of other people that shock you.
Oh.
Because you could be working in a panel and you know that you've disconnected it, and then somebody else is like, oh, the switch is off, and then they'll flick the switch on, and then you get shocked because they didn't check, miscommunication, stuff
Yeah.
like that. That's how people normally get hit.
How often does that happen?
Very rarely, I'd say, but
Yeah.
it does happen. Happens more than shocking yourself.
That's where those locks come in play.
Yes.
Intriguing.
And I think this is the fanciest Uber I've ever been in.
Really?
Oh yeah, you have like tons of gadgets.
All right. List for me the things that are out of the ordinary in your experience. I'm asking just because I don't take Uber, so I don't get a chance to see.
The fisheye camera that you have there.
This one right here?
Yeah.
So this is my GoPro.
Yeah.
This is for interior security.
Yeah.
But it also doubles up because every once in a while I'll come across some fantastic conversations. I actually often have fantastic conversations, but a lot of them are more personal and private with people that I'm riding with. But the ones that are accessible, like I have an online platform that I, with their permission, that's enthusiastic, will feature the footage for. So that's my interior security, yeah. What else?
I don't know what that bar is. Looks like a light bar.
There's one in the front and one in the back. And you can't see it in the daytime as well from the inside, but when I flick those on, they have like an orange and white sort of flashing LED pattern
Yeah.
that I throw on when I'm parked in traffic for one, picking someone up. So that's like, a bar hour sometimes.
Yeah.
Or if I'm pulled over on the side of the road, or it's multi-purpose, that one there. So I kind of like that, yeah.
So do you have like a YouTube channel? That you
I
put everything
do.
on? Nice.
I'll give you my card if you want to follow what I do. This is me. Yeah. So those are the the handle that I'm on with those platforms there.
That's awesome.
Thank you, man. I've done this job for maybe about a year and a half. Man, isn't this a beautiful view of the mountains?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
I love it. But in doing this job, there's certain things I pick up along the way where I'm like, this would be really helpful for this purpose here. You know, I should implement this here. And I've also gotten ideas from other drivers whose videos I've watched. You know, like water, for example, condiments, that kind of thing. I'm like, hey, that's a great idea.
Yeah, it's actually really nice.
I'm glad you approve.
It reminds me of all the Lyfts and Ubers in the States. Like everybody has like snacks.
Gotcha.
Smorgasbord.
Yeah.
They get good rating. It's cool.
Thank you.
I've taken a lot of Ubers, and this is a pretty cool Uber.
You've taken a lot of Ubers. Okay, so one of the reasons that I post a lot of my content online is one, because I enjoy my job and I enjoy connecting with people, but also two, because I figured I didn't want to feel guilty for experiencing so much good in which I wouldn't share some of the insights or experiences that I've had, just maybe to encourage other drivers along the way. So my question would be, from your experiences, what are some things you would say, this would be really helpful for Uber drivers to have on their radar to take it up to the next level?
It might be a little bit hard to put in, but as an electrician, I used to do Uber driving as well.
Yeah.
Just when I was bored and I didn't want to start doing electrical.
For sure.
And one of my friends was an Uber driver as well, and he was really smart. And he had a button on the back of his seat that you could press if you wanted to talk to the Uber driver, or if you didn't want to talk to the Uber driver. Like, it should be in the app, but he had it on his seat, so you could like just press it and then be like a little red light right by his head. And they're like, oh, they don't want to talk. And then, or green, or like you can have a conversation with them, and you don't need to make your customer feel uncomfortable.
That is such a brilliant idea.
He just hooked it right up to his little like 12-volt plug-in.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That is amazing. So it's almost like a switch.
Yeah.
Conversation.
Two buttons, and it was like talk for green and no talking for red.
That is such a brilliant idea. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's almost like a game changer.
I know. I was like, this is awesome. So whenever I Ubered, I always tried to get him to drive me, because I just be like, no talking. Be like, come on, dude. I'm like, nope. Press the red button. You can't do it.
Oh, that's brilliant. I love the idea. See, I've never thought of that idea before, but it's worth implementing. So for those who are not savvy in electrical sort of components, how would they do that? I'm guessing there's some sort of...
You could commission somebody to do it for you, and it probably would cost, like if you bought the button, you bought the red and the green button, you could go to an electrical supplier, that's probably like $30 for the buttons. Then you could get like a little label and put it on the buttons directly.
Sure, yeah.
And if you wanted to get like a control box for that, it's probably like $5-10.
Okay.
And then all the wiring to get to that point, maybe like probably 8 feet. I wouldn't say 8 feet in total, but like it's just in case you make a mistake. And then the person who you're contracting has the soldering gun and all the equipment to solder all of it. And you just bring them all the materials and you just say, this is what I want. I would like to have these two buttons have a direct line to the two lights that I have set up. Like it could be your lights above your head.
Yeah.
And then I want the power source to be under 12 volts. And they're like, okay, cool. And they can wire it all for you and solder it all together. And then you just put it all in your car. And it probably cost you, if you didn't know how to do it yourself, and since the sake of convenience you're paying somebody else, it'll probably be like $150 to like $200.
Gotcha. Man, I love the idea though. Holy crap. I'm going to look for ways of implementing that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Thanks for sharing that with me.
Yeah, nice.
If anything, I mean, I'm enjoying your company immensely. I would love to feature that idea. Are you comfortable if I put this video online?
That's fine.
You're okay? I always like to give the no answer option too, because that's a legitimate one as well. So feel free to say no if you don't feel comfortable.
No, it's fine.
Very cool.
Some of my family members, they're private, so if I didn't have a face on it, then I'd say no. But
For sure. Okay.
if I have a face on it, I'd say yes.
I usually have those who are okay with the dynamic sign off on a consent form. Let me just throw that your way so you have some time to read it through if you like and consider signing off. Oh, there we go. That's what that looks like. The pen is just on the bottom there.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just adding a quick stop.
Yeah, for sure.
Trying data stop.
I'm happy to accommodate you, man. There's a certain feature on the app, like a certain option. I should say it's called the Uber Comfort. And on that one, they do give you the feature of being able to choose conversation or no conversation, in addition to like what kind of climate you want, you know, conditioning of the air to a few other things. And so that's why I love the dynamic of that button feature for anyone in general. I got your
that
thing.
left at the lights there.
Sounds good.
Just turn on. There we go. Change it.
Oh, do you see left? There we go. Yeah, I see it now.
It had it the other way.
Yeah, backwards. Yeah.
I just figured since I'm down here, I might as well see it for myself.
For sure. These are the simple ideas that come along that actually can make a person a lot of